Shalom, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahak Wadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom Labakarium, Shah Yasha Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect, the grape of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, that was kept from amongst the clusters, the chosen people, the election, the ordained, starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai, who's the first elect, on down to the 144,000, and the rest of the 1/3. Shalom to you. This is going to be a testimony for the newcomers that's just coming in to this thing of ours, as our Apostle Gabar puts it, because this is ours. This is your inheritance, which is to be chosen by Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in these last days, and saved from total destruction of this current world and this current government. But it's going to be a fight to that salvation. You know, we're going to, matter of fact, we can start there before we get in to this testimony here. This is Acts 26, verse 14. And when we actually, no, hold on. Where's this at? We shall all come to the kingdom with much tribulations. Salakia, I should have had this up already. Is it 14? I think it's 14 and 22. Acts 14. 1 second. Yeah. This is Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples. And disciples goes into pupils or scholars, students. And that's us. And exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulations, okay, much tribulations, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. So Akim, Akwath, this is for the Akim and Akwath, yep, because everybody gonna have their walk. You know, now it's gonna come harder on the men, of course, especially those prophets who's ordained to go out and prophesy. It's going to be really hard. There's a lot of things when you come into this truth that you're going to lose. And then there's going to be a temptation to get those lost items back, you know, because your flesh is attached to these habits in Babylon, you know, these things. But this was a habit that I had when I came in to the truth, was smoking cigars. This was a bad, terrible, very expensive habit also. You know, them cigars are going 10, 15, 20. I was getting those $20, $30 cigars, man. You know, trying to be boss, man. It was a nasty habit I picked up with my my business partner at the time. You know, I used to own an ambulance company, you know, way back when. But you pick these terrible habits up, you know, and cigars was one of them. You know, so when Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai woke me up to this thing, you know, like everybody, you know, you wake up, you got to start cleaning yourself up, transforming. But I was lukewarm, you know, because you're waking up. So you waking up, but you got these habits. So you're hearing the knowledge. You like when you go, let's go over here. Let's go over. I'm in Salakia till I keep stopping. But, you know, scriptures are coming to my head. This is Revelations 10. verse 8. It says, "And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, Go and take the little book and open in thy hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it." Now this book, this is the scriptures. This is what we got to eat. So you start eating the book, which is your mind, your belly. You have two bellies, your mind and your actual physical belly. So we start taking in this knowledge. When you first learn, you start eating. It says, "Take and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it should be in thy mouth sweet as honey." So in the beginning, when it first hits your mouth, it's sweet. But then it goes through this bitter stage. This is the fighting part, the temptation part of this knowledge. This is the part that take brothers as well as sisters out of this truth, because you can't handle the temptation. And this is what I was going through. So as I was waking up, the Spirit urged me to find a camp and get out there, which I did. I came across my Akhtem Yad, Saints of Jersey, and then I was just fringing, just coming to camp. Every week I'd be out there. I came out, the Lord brought me out in the winter, the dead cold winter days. But I'd be out there, with the shape up, the R. Kelly, gold tee. I hate looking at those pictures. I saw a picture of myself the other day. You look at you and you say, damn, I was through. So I'll be out there, you just listen, weeks, whatever, you start growing your beard, and you start getting with the flow, you start getting with it, you're moving slow, but you're moving, but you still have habits. And that cigar habit was one of them. I used to leave, I feel guilty, jump in the car. It was bad, I jump in the car, I have old cigars laying around, spark one up or whatever, then the guilt start hitting you, then I was actually pulled in. The I asked, you want to read, so on and so forth. I was pulled in, and I became a reader, just in the camp reading, which I'm happy. So you moving up, but I still got this habit. I had a marijuana habit too, but I managed to kick that quick. I kicked that quick, but I still had this cigar lingering around. I don't know why it was so hard. That's some hell of a demon that was on me. So months go by, I'm not smoking it every day, but I am taking a couple tokes, twice a week, once a week, it's going down, but I'm still finding myself creeping around, buying cigars, but now I'm going to camp, and I'm talking to the brother eye to eye, and the brother, them y'all very patient with me. You come in, we all toe up, man. We learning, and I'm listening to the videos, and I feel my spirit growing, but I know I had this demon, because this was like it was just demon. This is that temptation. It's just there. And it got so bad, I think after 6 or 7 months, I just couldn't do it no more, because the guilt was killing me, and I was fighting, and I needed prayer. So one day, about 4 a.m, I forget if the Ak called me or I called him, but we ended up on the phone for something. And then I confessed. I said, man, I was smoking cigars, which he had no idea. You clean yourself up pretty good when you're creeping around. You use a little, the frankincense, cologne, whatever you got to do. Keeping the occupant away from your car. That stuff is when you out here doing wrong, it's like a workout. It just pays to do right, and it felt good confessing this to the Ak. It was a hell of a load off my shoulder. And of course, the Ak, open rebuke is better than secret love, and, we stayed on the phone, said prayers, I gave him the little history on it, and, he told me, like, straight up, he said, the Lord gonna kill you, man. You doing work. You've been called. You better stop doing that. Boom, boom, boom. He was straight up. Said, look, the Lord gonna kill you, man. Not many people will get this chance. And man, I mean, hit me hard. And that was it. At least I thought, because I still had more to fight. So this is when the tempter really start putting it on you. But if you're called and you got a mission, best believe, matter of fact, let me get it. The Lord is standing there, and the Lord is going to fight with you. You just gotta call on him. Sometimes the Lord put it on you like this to see what you're going to do. This is I know I got it pulled up. Oh yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. This is ESV. I'm gonna get back to the story here. It says, no temptation has taken you that is not common to man. Yahweh is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, he will also provide the way to escape, that you may be able to endure. So the Lord, he had an escape route for me, little did I know, but he wanted to make a statement with this and show me that he's real and what we dealing with is real. So back into the story, I stopped, man. I was 2 months, maybe 3, going strong, because, when you let Babylon go and, this stuff, you feel good about yourself. You feel like the world's champ. And I remember coming out the gym, I'm riding in my car and I passed by this old spot. And I don't know why I took this out. Well, the spirit made me take this highway, pass by this old cigar spot. Now, mind you, I haven't been on the street a year yet in camp. So I'm edging up on a year. So I'm still new, fresh, getting my feet wet. But the flesh, you can't underestimate the ability to go back to the flesh. You don't sleep on the flesh, and put your guard down. We constantly examining ourselves and staying on ourselves at this time. So, the demons was there. They said, man, it's been 2-3 months. You can get you one cigar and take one puff. I hear it talking. And I was, trust me, knowing what I know now, I can't believe I did that. I just can't believe, but I did it. I stopped that car. And at that time I was driving it was a pretty, loud car. It was a 750 BMW. I was driving. It was loud, because that was the world we was coming out of, so it caught people's eye. People think you got money, you driving like that. So, I pull over, spot see me running here. I grab me one of them things, and I get back to the vehicle, and I noticed there was some guys staring at my ride. So I'm like, man, I used to come here all the time, so I'm moving fast. I got all my windows down, and Salakia. I got my windows down. I see one of the guys coming up to the vehicle, so I stick my head out. Can I help you? What's up, man? No, he's like, oh no, I thought you was somebody. So I said, I ain't trust the scene. So I roll my windows up, and I go all the way to the other side of the parking lot. Try to be a little sneaky about it. And I pull in between 2 cars, so I'm kind of squished in. I got a car on my right hand, car on my left hand, and I got some vehicles behind me too. So I start, cutting the cigar and everything, and I'm feeling guilty in the spirit, like, look, man, I said, I know, Lord, it's gonna be my last one. And I see the guy coming up, looked like he was Ephraim. He coming, he had a skelly on, so he could have been light-skinned Judah. He's coming up on my right side, which is the passenger side. Now he's on one of them small scooters. So I look, and I see the gun in his hand. You know, could have been a 45 or whatever, but it's big. I see him. He's driving to school with one hand, and I see the gun in his other hand. He roll up on the car quick, and he jumps off and he grabs my car door. But I rolled my windows up and I locked my door back on the other side. But when I seen him, all this happened at once, and he banged on the window with the guns, opened up, and within a second, I don't know, it was the Lord. I threw the car. Anybody know those, the BMW, you got to go backwards. The reverse, you got to, go forward with the clutch to actually get it to go reverse. So I hit it in reverse. And when I looked to my left, there was 3 other guys standing waiting for him to get in so they can jump in and do what they got to do. Do, the strong arm, the carjacking and all that. And I look. And I'm looking, they looking like, I ain't going to get out of this. And I didn't hit the car behind me. I thought I hit the car behind me, and I pull off, and I don't know how I made it out of there so fast. But the Lord got me out of the jam, and I whipped my car out the parking lot, ended up in the street, and I'm yelling at them, you motherfuckers. And they stand there, he shoved the gun in his pants, and they looking like, what the hell just happened? They looking like, we had this nigga. And as I'm screaming, and how I got the cigar in my hand, it's balled up, it's crushed, it's falling apart, and I look at my hand, and I just started crying, man. I just busted, because I knew it. I knew the Lord saved my life, but I knew the Lord did this to me. I knew the Lord did this to me. And I said, fuck. And I started beating my head on the wheel. I said, you stupid idiot, you stupid effing, but I'm cursing, you stupid idiot. I'm mad at them, but what I was really mad at was me. And I threw that cigar down. I of course, a hard ass home. I got on my knees. I cried to the Lord. Thank you so much. Thank you, number one, so many ways. You could have just took me out. You stupid. And I was just frozen for the past 48 hours with the Lord that did. I knew it was him, and the situation was quite scary too, And I didn't say nothing to the aunt. We talked about it, and, we laughed because, it's over. And that was a temptation I had to deal with, but maybe 2 months later, I had to confess that to him, and it was like, man, see? Oh, look at that, 84. The car just passed 84. And it was like, see what the Lord can do? And he always told me, he said, man, that's a testimony for brothers coming in. The demons that we dealing with, we coming in, and when you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, the Lord has stepped to you, man. Because the Lord could have killed, man. Or I had took my car, my shoes out there naked looking crazy. Wallet gone, phone gone. He could have just did that and just left me alive, but just everything gone now. But he didn't. He had scared the hell, and I have not even thought about a cigar or even talked about it. I think this first time I'm talking about a cigar in a few years, But that was, several statements came out of that. The Lord showing I am real, and the work that you doing for me, under the ministry of mess, you following the right apostles. I led you there. You don't take this for no joke over no damn cigar, no temptation. So this is for, the new brothers, sisters, coming into this thing. Don't drag your feet. Don't play with the Lord. Don't play. When the Lord wants you, he gonna get you. And he gets what he want. Stop playing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, especially right now. We are close. And if the Lord got to do a situation like that to get your attention, he will. He will. So fight those demons. This is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. That was a temptation. And I was fighting, slipping. But the Lord said, let me give you a little bit of help. Because I was praying for the help. And he gave it to me. He gave it to me in his way. And he spoke. And that was loud. That was from the heavens, man. That was from the heavens. But this is the game. And it don't end there. You know? There's many things that we caught up in Babylon that we got to fight to get off us. But that's Satan's job. You know? He embodies temptation. So it says, my son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So the Lord going to put it on you, especially when you first walking through these doors. The Lord requires sacrifices, man. You got to give some things up. Just like on the left-hand side, you got to give some things up in Satan's world, in Hollyweird. Well, in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh's world, you got to give some things up too. And that's love not this world, neither the things that are in this world. The Lord wants our full attention, and he demands our full attention. He gets it. It says, be patient when you change to a lower state, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, because he is real. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh is on their way, and he will help thee. The Lord is there. For the faithful, he is there, and he moves on his clock, his time. But when he moves, you going to know it's Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. It says, order thy way aright and trust. Trust the process. Akim, Akwath. Trust the process. If you one of the elect, the Lord going to get you right. This is a marathon. You know, this is a slow walk. It's fast, but it's a slow walk into the kingdom. And we're going to come in with much tribulation. But trust the process of changing. Because this truth is about changing. And fighting these temptations, whether it's women, you know, you might have a drug habit, cigarette habit, a lying habit. A lot of brothers did a lot of lying. You make up all these characters about yourself to survive in Babylon. Then you come into the truth with that. And we got to come in as a newborn baby and then start growing. You can't start this thing at, you coming in as a teenager. No, you got to reverse your mind and submit, and trusting in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is the ultimate form of submission, because you letting him do the work. And it gets better, as you start to learn. But I just want to bring this out here. This is Matthew 4, verse 1. Then was Yahweh led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted. So our Lord had to go through it. He had to go through it too. Of the devil. So that's Satan's job, to tempt us. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterwards and hungered. So you best believe Satan was messing with him the whole time. But on that last night, man, you can imagine, the flesh that he was in is starving, But we want to go into this word hungered, because hunger doesn't always go into food. This is the Greek.
Strong's G 3983. Painao.
Hunger, to be hungry, to suffer want. And that flesh, it want to go back to sleep. This flesh want to stay here. It wants you to stay in the clubs, getting drunk all night, coming in 2 a.m, the fast cars, the women. It want to stay on the scene here, hanging with the niggas on the block, whatever you was into, man. You might have had a bad gambling habit. The flesh want that dopamine back from the world. It's yearning for it. It says to suffer want. Paul goes into that. Romans, the 7th chapter, is a good chapter to read. It says to crave ardently. Ardently. This word is when you go to ardently, you craving like passionately. Yeah. It says or passionately. To seek with eager desire. So that's what our flesh is doing. It's a hunger for this place, man. You know, David said he was shapen in sin. So we all born with a demon. When we come into this truth, the Lord lifts that demon up. You know, we got that blocker on us, Isaiah the 6th chapter. But the Lord will take that demon off so that you can see this. But the temptation is the demon, what's that, Matthew 12? The demon want to come back home. And when he sees an end to get in, he comes back in with 7 other demons. Now it's 8 demons in you. But if you're one of the Lord's elect, remember, the Lord will help you. Trust in him. So our Lord had to go through that temptation, man. When he got weak, and the devil always wait for your weakest moment. So know that. There's a time when your flesh going to get hungered for this. And we know this rest of the story. You know, the angels strengthened Yahushua. He got up out that position. But the point is, the hunger, the flesh is hungered. You know, it could be pork, anything. You going through that, you know you're going off. That's going to set you back in this walk. You got to fight. Now, I'm going to just call out a couple scriptures you can write down. I'm going to read a few, too. This is Matthew 26:41. This is ESV. Watch and pray that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. James 4:7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So this is the fight. We got to fight out there. Akim Aqua, that's part of the battle. In the world, you've been just comfortable laying down, just a loser. Now you're on the winning team. Salvation is near. The UFOs are here. The MOTB is on the scene. The nuclear bombs are ready to fly. Jacob's trouble is around the corner. We at the end of 2024. Didn't that this year go so fast? The Lord has speeded up the time like he promised. We in one hell of an event right now. And you're going to let you stop you? Because this is the battle in this truth. The battle is you. Don't let you get in the way of your own salvation. So submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. James 1:12-16, ESV. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial. For when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which Yahweh has promised to those who love him. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted of Yahweh. For Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, and he himself tempts no one. Why? Because that's Satan's job. But each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desires. That's that hunger. Whatever your limit was that you were squeezing in the world, we got to put that away, and we ask the Lord for strength. Don't think you're going to do it on your own. No, it's all done through Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. He the one that pulled us into this and cleaned us up. So we got to trust the process. Now, it may be ugly the way he do it. He going to do it. But he going to do it. The Lord is going to do it. And it's going to be for us to be built up when it's done. So it says, and he himself tempts no one, but each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin. And when you go into sin, the actual definition is missing the mark. Now, the mark is to follow the law. You sin when you go off that path. And that's Satan's job, to get us off the path. And sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. That's the ending result. We die because we sin. Do not be deceived, my brothers, my beloved brothers. This is Hebrews 2 verse 18. For because he himself has suffered when tempted, he is able to help those who are being tempted. So Yahushua is the one making intercessions for us. Like Romans 8. Read Romans the 8th chapter when you get a chance. Read these scriptures. Soak them in. Read these chapters. Get it in you. This Bible on the internet stuff ain't going to be around long. You might not have a chance to have a physical Bible, but you got these scriptures in your soul at this time. So read these scriptures. Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. He out there scheming to get you back where you came from. That's away from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. But the Lord got us. I'm going to end it right there. I guess that's enough. You can write down Ephesians 4 and 27. This is beautiful right here. I'm going to just read it. Ephesians 4:27 ESV. And give no opportunity to the devil, man. Sometimes I gave him opportunity. So be smarter than me. Everybody got their measure of grace, but the Lord brought me out of that. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Dawada Abba Yahweh, Dawada Abba Yahweh Shah, for the mercy. I'm going to do another lesson on his mercy, because we here because of the mercy. But that's my testimony on that hard temptation, and the Lord got me through. So for the new brothers coming in, you fight, but fight with the armor of the Lord. Put on the armor of the Lord and trust in the process, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. A sincere shalom, labakarium, shah, yasha Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Stay strong.